CHAP Tales. Don't you wanna hear some CHAP Tales? Hello, and it is another CHAP Tale. Well, what have we got for you this month? Okay, this is a story about a time when I visited V Festival with my wife Angie. Yeah, it seems like every time I visit V Festival, something silly happens to me. But anyway, let's get into this one. Yeah, so we was there just for the day. I don't know who was headlining. I don't know. I've been to V Festival so many times, can't remember. But all I know is that we buy them silly necklaces that go around your neck that have all the like times that different people are playing on different stages and stuff. And anyway, so it was like middle of the day or whatever, so we're checking all the stages and that, and then boom, the Charlatans are playing one of the stages, and I was like, yeah, sweet, I love the Charlatans. Yeah, so we went over to this stage, got onto the old disabled area, which is like a raised platform for disabled people. And on this particular stage, it was actually made it really, really good, because sometimes it's just like it don't make it good for you, but this particular stage, yeah, it was great. So anyway, we're sitting there, watched the Charlatans set, amazing, loved it, enjoyed it. So they come to the finish and leave the stage or whatever, and then they start setting up the next act or whatever. But we're looking at the cards that tell you all the different people that are playing, and for about another half hour, 45 minutes, whatever, there weren't really anybody else that we wanted to see. So we sort of said, well, who's this setting up here, like, after the Charlatans? And it was the band Keane. And not really a fan of theirs. I suppose they're all right. Any professional musicians all right, though, aren't they? So I just said to Angie, let's just sit here, carry on sitting here. We've got beers, you know what I mean? And let's just watch Keane, like, and then we'll move on to wherever we was going after that. So anyway, we're sitting there watching their set, yeah, all la-di-da, whatever, all their tunes, you know what I mean? Not really my thing, but yeah, it was something to do, I suppose. But we're sitting there, and I start feeling, I don't know why, but I just all of a sudden just tired. I just started feeling really, really tired. And like, when you're not banging to the band that you're watching, you know what I mean? Like, it don't really keep your attention too well. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm on this plastic chair that they've given us in this disabled area. And we've got disabled people all around us. So I'm there, and I'm like leaning back on this chair, and like, I think Angie's just watching Keane. I'm not even sure if Angie likes Keane. She might do. But so I'm just there, and I'm just like in another world, not really, just probably thinking about myself being on one of these stages one day. But yeah, so I'm sitting there, and I'm leaning back in his chair, leaning back, and then all of a sudden, bang, the chair snaps under me, and I just hit the deck in like shrapnel of this plastic chair all around me, and I'm on the floor. Now, I mean, Angie's laughing, and so there was a lot of people around us, you know what I mean? I know they're disabled or whatever, but they must have been laughing, thinking, what an idiot. Like, but obviously the people at V, they're thinking, oh my God, a disabled person has just had the chair snap. They've fallen on the floor, and now they're laying there. So a load of people rushed over, like they got me up, they swept away all the chair shrapnel, and then a guy has brought me another chair, and he sat me down. He's like, "You all right? You all right?" and all that, like, and I was like, I think so, mate. I'm all right. Cheers, thank you. So anyway, we're sitting there, and we're not really like thinking anything of it, but we're just sitting there, me and Angie, and we're like looking at each other, and she's just giggling and like and saying, "You idiot," like, and I was just like, I didn't get hurt or anything. It didn't hurt falling on the floor or whatever. It was just so embarrassing. It was just like, I can't even believe I'm retelling this to you, but it was proper embarrassing. I was there 1 minute, and then I've obviously leant onto that one of the legs too much or something, and where it's just a silly plastic chair, it's just gone from under me, you know what I mean? It just snapped and went into like about 20 pieces, and there was me on the floor with all these bits of chair all around me. And oh my God, but obviously like the guy that came over, he's like quite worried because I'm a disabled person, you know what I mean? Like, well, anyway, as I say, they got me up, cleaned up all the bits of chair, brought me another chair. So we sat back down, like me and Angie, and I'm making sure I'm sitting on the chair properly this time. And Keane are playing while the whole thing's been happening. They're probably laughing their heads off if they could see it from where they was. Like, we was raised above the crowd, do you know what I mean? So it's pretty possible that they could have seen it. Probably thought, yeah, you better go out and buy my album and like my music, or otherwise things like this happen. No, but yeah, so but then, right, so we're sitting there, and then some guys come over, and he's like one of the top boys at V Festival, and like he's like, I'm so sorry that happened to you and all this, and I'm just so sorry, and that. And then he was like, what I'm gonna do for you is for next year I'm gonna give you free tickets camping in the disabled area, for like the whole weekend and that, and you can come, and I'll send you through all the tickets and the camping passes and everything, and all for free. And yeah, and I'm just so sorry that had happened to you. And I was like, well, I suppose, do you know what I mean? If I'm gonna feel this embarrassed, I might as well get something out of it. And I was like, oh, thank you very much or whatever. And like, Angie dealt with it all, like, yeah, she's good at all that. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, proper embarrassing, but we got free tickets out of it. And yeah, there'll be a CHAP tale about that V Festival up as well, about yeah, needing to go to the toilet while I'm in a tent in the middle of the night. And yeah, but just wait for that, or that you might have already heard that CHAP tale, because I don't know what way round I'm going to put them up. I'm just going to stick CHAP tales into the Chapcast episodes. Yeah, so yeah, thank you, nice little one. Yeah, sweet, nice one, thanks for listening, cheers. CHAP Tales, don't you wanna hear some CHAP Tales?